Hey guys, it's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Big shout out to all the kaboomers out there. Today we'll be covering crypto according to COINMARKETCAP 2019. They published a report that has some interesting information. It's more of a macro perspective of how crypto's looking 2019 going into 2020. Shout out to Irish. Shout out to the boomers that are tuning into this live broadcast. We're preheating this crypto oven to 450 and beyond. Shout out to all the blockchain boomers. We've been booming before boomers became a meme out there. I'm talking about Bitcoin boomers. I'm not talking about age groups here. I'm talking about the crypto maniac savages that are deep here in the trenches. Guys like Jojo Wave and the best of them out there. Kaboom. Shout out to Jojo. I see all you maniacs. Make sure you're following me, touching all the buttons, like, subscribe, post notification bell, ding, ding. Stay tuned in. We're booming. We're booming. We're kabooming. Where's my kaboom? Where's my kaboom at? There's my kaboom. I got to make sure I got the kaboom out. It's part of the branding out here, boomers. Slight dippage, nothing to worry about. Yeah, it's a slight little dippage, but it seems like we found the new support level. We'll be talking about the pricing, and then we'll go over this report by CMC, crypto according to CoinMarketCap. There's some interesting data for those that like the analytics. We'll dive and slide a little further into the macro perspective. But first, let me shout out all the crypto maniacs that continue to pour into this live broadcast. Indeed, we just started. We're preheating this oven, 450 and beyond. Lucian's here. Irish is here. He says, we are the boomers of this century and beyond. Shout out to you, Irish. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go ahead and turn off these coins and share my screen with you maniacs. Trap Talk is here with the fire. Shout out to the maniacs. Happy Monday to you guys. I know it's a slow Monday. Some of you guys may have stayed out a little later because of the Super Bowl. Shout out to KC, Kansas City. Guys, I was realizing, or I just learned today, that Kansas City don't even play in Kansas City. And when you come to think of it, New York doesn't play in New York. So that's a sign of the times. You know, the champ's always thinking further. Shout out to Trap Talk. Let's do this, indeed. But yeah, big shout out to Kansas City for their big win out there. Let me throw a kaboom for that. Let's go ahead and share out this display. Let's check out the math over here. Bitcoin against the US dollar, looking at 9,300. Look, I mean, you know, we're trading sideways, but this trading sideways is higher than when it was just a few days ago. So, I mean, kaboom. Let's look at the 5 days. This is a 5-day chart looking sideways. Pretty sexy. It's looking all right. I mean, you know, up and down, but overall, we're in the range. Let's look at the 1 day. I'm dipping a little bit for the 1 day, but it's still looking strong. I believe that we found a new support level there around low 89, but more like 91, 92. You could see that we touched it there momentarily over here about 91.38. So let's look at the 5 day again. What's the low for the 5 day? Yeah, that's the low for the 5 day, 91.38. So we're looking strong right now. So we've been stable for about 5 days, which gives me an idea. I mean, we should set up this portfolio sooner than later. So I think we're gonna have to do it today or tomorrow. Now that the price is kind of stabilized momentarily, I want to do a virtual community portfolio. We'll take 10 G's, 10 racks, and then we'll play with it virtually for a couple months. You know, we did this last year, and you guys seem to enjoy it, and so did I. Shout out to Derek. Crypto's taking a nap today. Yeah, and I think this is a good time to reaccumulate, re-strategize. Taking a nap but at a higher level. So that's definitely looking good. Tree says, ICX has made me very happy, man. Might take profit again around 40. Yeah, I was looking at the charts yesterday on my own, and ICX does look promising. I'm going to go over the charts and like look at some of these altcoins that show promise, because some of these altcoins may gain weight. You know, they may gain weight more than Bitcoin. You know, I think that we got to position ourselves ready to ride the wave should it occur. And I believe it will. That Bitcoin wave, you know, it's kind of already bubbling right now. BTC may not be the BTC, maybe not the alts. Yeah, I mean, not all of the alts, but there's going to be, you know, a handful of alts that gain weight. Let's check out today's math over there on CoinMarketCap. Let me hit refresh out here. Make sure we're up to date with the latest kapump. Market cap there at 259 billion. Bitcoin dominance at 65.3. Usually it's at 66, and now we're sitting at 65.3. It shows me that somebody's going into some alts. Okay, we've decreased dominance slightly here. Bitcoin now at 93.11, Ether at 189, Ripple at 24, Bitcoin Cash at 383, Satoshi Vision at 280. Litecoin at 69. Litecoin has been performing like a slugger. You know, as critical as I've been on Litecoin, I was looking at the 1 month the year to date performance, and it's looking stronger than Bitcoin as far as the year to date. Litecoin, they're at 69.72. That being said, I don't want any more Litecoin. I'll keep it 1,000 with you. EOS at 419, Binance at 1833. Cardano at 5. Tezos is another one. Look at Tezos up 16%. Tezos can't stop, won't stop. Hashtag bad boy. Tezos looking strong out there. Another smart contract platform. Don't sleep on it. We're going to talk about these categories, how they're performing, what's going on, what's shaking and baking according to this COINMARKETCAP report that I want to show you guys in just a moment. Ether Classic, they're at 1167. Monero gaining more weight, okay, at $77. If you got $70, $80, would you rather buy a Monero or a Litecoin? You know my answer. Monero there at 77, up 4% today. Don't sleep on these privacy coins. Let me go back. I lost my place here. You got Stellar there at 6 cents, Tron at 1 cent, Dash at 115, IOTA at 35. And how about Ether Classic? Ether Classic's another one. It's, guys, I think we've talked about this. We've covered DeFi is coming to Ether Classic. What you can do on Ethereum, you could do on Ether Classic for much less, apparently. So, those DeFi dApps are easily migrated onto Ether Classic, and DeFi is bubbling. Okay, DeFi is bubbling. It's not going to, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not the number one tagline in crypto as of late, but I'm sure it's going to be top 5 if it's not already. So, tune in to DeFi. I wouldn't sleep on DeFi. You know how the champ has been talking about that, and I think it's impacting Ether Classic. I wonder what's bubbling with Tezos. Okay, and don't sleep on EOS because there's DeFi going on over there as well. Tree says Ether Classic, amazing. Yeah, amazing. I'm thinking of this guy Jesse Lee Peterson. Amazing. If you guys, I was just actually tuning into him right now. He's on live. Lucian Bobach says staking is the new cool crypto thing in 2020. It's been cool for a while. But it seems like more people are interested in that. And let's see if Ether actually changes to proof of stake. I think that's, in anticipation. It has been for over a year now. I don't believe in Ether Classic. Tech is old and ETH will move to POS. ETH will be old news. You may be right there, Lucian, but I don't think people are betting on the long term there with Ether. I think it's, speculation for short term is what I'm seeing. It's because Ether Classic is cheaper, says Derek. That's one of the arguments. Ether Classic is basically the same thing as Ether. It runs on the same language. I believe it's Solidity, if I'm not mistaken. So it's the same framework. But Ether Classic's cheaper. The gas is cheaper over there. So, and you can easily knock off. If it's a decentralized app, technically there's no centralized owner, right? So that someone can knock it off and run with it on Ether Classic. I'm assuming. ETC is promoted by Grayscale. Maybe they own a lot and try to dump on new holders for speculation. ETH is good. Right. That's what I'm talking about for speculation. But it seems like the majority of the devs and the talent is actually developing on ETH. But right now there's a difference there. There's the difference between ETH and ETH Classic price wise right now. I think there's more value to try to extract from ETH Classic at the moment. But I think you're right. From the long term, ETH obviously is going to stay in the lead. Dilemma's here, and Derek's here, Niagara's here, Kaboom. We're talking about this other day. I took profits and chilling right now, says Irish. All right. What token was that? ICX? Jojo says, Ant Shares would like a word with you. Ant Shares, how about that? Neo. Remember Neo? Ant Shares converted to Neo. Remember that. What happened to that? I liked Neo. I used to have I think I still have like a Neo or 3 somewhere there in the wallet. I like the wallet. Where's Neo at? Neo fell off, huh? It's funny because that was the hype there for a second about Neo. They did the rebrand. Neo's 20. Okay. I mean, it's at $11. Let's see where it's at. You see, it's like it pumped and it dumped. Main events here. Shout out to Main Event. So let's get into this report. So COINMARKETCAP, they released a report according to COINMARKETCAP 2019. Let me link it over here in there it is, right? That's it. Let me link it over here in the population of the chat box. There's some interesting data here that I want to share with you guys. You guys can check it out directly. I just dropped a link there in the chat box. And this, according to COINMARKETCAP 2019 report, they share an overview of the industry in 2019. As always, we hope you get a sense of the markets with their crypto data. Okay, this is out of COINMARKETCAP. And here's the summary. 2019 has been a roller coaster. The first half of 2019 saw rapid ascension of prices across most crypto assets. Okay, the price of BTC hit almost 14K. And the 26th of June, a performance of up 259%. Overall, crypto market cap achieves a high of 366 bill. Right now, we're about 260 bill. The second half saw a complete flip. So the first half was pretty bullish. The second half wasn't. Bitcoin outperformed all major financial asset classes in 2019. And I expected to do the same in 2019. And this is something we've said a couple times, and it's being confirmed here on this report. Bitcoin contributed to most of the increase in crypto assets market value, while other crypto assets as a whole barely grew. And that's why we've continued to say the majority of your crypto bag should be in Bitcoin, in my personal opinion. Although I'm not anybody's crypto daddy or financial advisor, it seems like the opinion seems to line up with this report. We should not dismiss other crypto assets, especially the exchange token category. Shout out to Derek. He's been calling Binance for a while, and I agree. I also mentioned Huobi, and they are mentioning that as well. So, you know, that they have consistently outperformed Bitcoin in 2019, mainly led by Binance and Huobi. Okay, consistently leading. Okay, these are exchange tokens. And again, it's because these exchanges are actually making money. They got a revenue generating model, as opposed to a lot of these other cryptos that they're just a good idea and a hope and a promise. They talk about actually the people that are into. Users turn to CoinMarketCap whenever there's a big move in prices. We know that. Baby boomers are into crypto too, not just the millennials. They show we saw the proportion of users age 45 to 54 increase 8 to 10%. So there's the older generation or that age group increase. More Asian countries ranked in CoinMarketCap's top 25 user geography, and the 4th and 5th place for most viewed crypto asset pages change hand quite regularly from quarter to quarter. So look at these. These are the most viewed crypto assets: Chainlink, Tron, BitTorrent, Litecoin, and VeChain. Okay, we know Chainlink is one of the most heaviest memed out coins out there. We know Tron and BitTorrent now have partnered with DLive. And I've been telling you guys about DLive. They got a platform that people are actually using for reasons other than crypto. DLive.tv/Champagne Crypto. I need you guys following me immediately. They're teaming up with Tron and BitTorrent. And then Litecoin and VeChain. We haven't talked much about VeChain, but we certainly have about Litecoin. And Litecoin's really performed well year to date. You can check out the full report. Section 1 lists Bitcoin versus traditional financial assets against gold, palladium. I mean, it's up against all the asset class. If you want to go to the specifics, the link is in the chat box. Let's continue. Section 2, Bitcoin versus the rest of the crypto market. The bull market of 2017, 2018 gave the rise to the popularity of the alt season as other crypto assets dramatically outperformed Bitcoin, with markets going on a parabolic rise. Bitcoin dominance reached a low of 32%. I forgot about that. So, it's dramatic. Okay, but that doesn't seem to be the case right now. The recent run-up in prices have been entirely different from the bull market of 2017, as Bitcoin dominance grew as prices rose. And I'm glad that we stuck to our guns and we consolidated into Bitcoin while this happened. Okay, guys, if you've been following the champion, I'm glad we did that. Let's check out the chat box here for a second. Crypto Chronic is here. Derek is here. Treese is here. Main event. Kaboom, I see you. Derek says, I feel like that's a potential problem for decentralized apps. If you could just copy the same app product for cheaper, why would people use Ether then? Right. You got a point that, it does. If there's a cheaper option, you do got a point. I think it ends up depending on branding when it comes to Ether. It has to have a brand. That's why they got the face out there with Vitalik. And, think of it like Apple. A lot of people can knock off similar products to Apple or their phone, but people go to Apple because of the brand. CryptoZilla says Neo was supposed to be the one. Right. What happened? Tree says, I'll always see a great strength in older chains. They literally stronger and less prone, impossible to attack. That's why I love ETH and ETH Classic too. And that's one of the reasons why I've held on to Litecoin. When it comes to exchange tokens, I'm in love with CET CoinX token. Okay. There's a couple other coins, exchange tokens that are listed here that I'm interested in. And we're going to get to it in this report. Until DLive change again. Main event feels some type of way of DLive dumping steam, but as I say, you can't be married to any of these blockchains. So, I wouldn't be surprised if they dump Tron. Maybe right now I'm using DLive because I like it. CryptoZilla says ICX is up again over 100% now in the last 7 days. They've been completely kabooming out there. Let me drop a bomb for ICX. It's another. They're calling it the Korean Ethereum. Basically, it's the Korean Ethereum is what they're calling it. Jojo's asking Derek if he's still into exchange tokens. Let's continue with this report. Gains in Bitcoin led up to the run up in prices. You can see Bitcoin's share of the market. Remember, I told you guys about 60-70%. Make sure you have in Bitcoin. It seems to fall in line with these charts out here. The top 5 other crypto assets, excluding BTCs, have a greater market cap than the rest of the crypto assets combined, says this report. And BTC has more than all of them combined. So you could see that. And remember, let me repeat that. The top 5 other crypto assets, excluding Bitcoin, have a greater market cap than the rest of the crypto assets combined. This just so that you can get a perspective of those altcoins, those baby altcoins. Those markets are small and they could be easily manipulated or swayed or controlled or whatever word you want to use. That's why you got to tread lightly. And you can check out that graph here showing the top 5 other crypto assets, excluding BTC. Of course, it's ETH, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and EOS. You can consider those the blue chippers. These are the blue chippers. And, out of those coins, ETH has been around longer than BCH and EOS. It's ETH and Litecoin. But notice, out of all these coins, the one that has lost growth is Ripple. Ripple lost growth in 2019, down 6.3 billion. So, I've always thought Ripple's trash. And, I don't want anything to do with it. But, it's interesting to know here. Look at the math. It's a loser. Ripple's a loser for 2019, as we called it, a loser. And that's the facts. Okay, let's see if maybe it wins in 2020, but it lost in 2019. The market cap data above adds to the idea that value flowing into the crypto markets, it's overwhelmingly focused on Bitcoin, not other crypto assets. The entire year-to-date increase in the market cap of the entire crypto markets can be solely attributed to Bitcoin. So, everything follows in the wake of Bitcoin. I've been saying this, and there's more data to prove it. I'll continue going with this report. And again, the report here is, let me link it again because there's been some chatter there in the box. If you guys want to follow, it's a long report. I'm not going to read everything, obviously. I'm just, recapping some of the highlights over here. Let's look at the chat box. Jojo says, no, Derek says, but the thing with Apple, they have IP protecting it from being copied. Right, but that's in the U.S. It's not everywhere. People are knocking off everything, basically. Jojo says Link is a sleeper, the top 5 most viewed crypto from second quarter to fourth quarter of 2019. Yeah, Link. And we've talked. I mean, I talked about Link when it was like 30 cents. I'm sure you know JoJo. You know the deal. Derek says, "Wave any coin that have profits of the company tied into hold the coin is good," and that's why I've been looking at CRO. Treese was never a fan of Ripple, and Niagara Gardner says Theta is gonna pump soon. I can see it hitting 20 cents. That's a token that we got into sometime last year because of the video platform, and I like media tokens, the Steam It, the D Live stuff, the social media platforms, because, that's basically what I'm doing here, creating content. So, I'm definitely attracted to those coins. Let's check out that report here. Let's continue to check out the report. Price performance of Bitcoin against other crypto asset categories. And, the three categories that they focus on this report, and these are the categories that I mentioned way before these reports came out. There's a video floating around. It's over a year old now. It's top 5 crypto industries that I was focusing on, and I list all these exchange tokens. Okay, and out of these exchange tokens, one that I was looking at today is this FTT token. So they list Binance, Huobi, Leo, FTT, and ZB. FTT is still ranked like 20 or 30. 34. Okay. And they're down today, but check them out. I don't know who necessarily they're associated with, but they're traded on Binance, but they have their own exchange, the crypto derivatives exchange. And this is wild, this leverage trading and everything. I don't really get into it, but I know there's some maniacs that do, and you got to be, treading lightly with that. But the point being here is that perhaps there's something here, no more people are trading Bitcoin futures and derivatives, and there's more risk being assumed out there. And will this positively impact this FTT token? Perhaps. So it's a exchange token that I'm looking into. And then they also listed ZB. It's the other exchange token. This is number 48, and they're both down today. So these are, in anticipation to create this crypto portfolio, I'm already looking at, I'm prospecting these two tokens. So, we are not going to create the portfolio today because I don't have time, but we will soon. If not, later on today or tomorrow, we're going to make this crypto portfolio. Virtual portfolio, obviously. It's not going to be real, but we're going to treat it as such. So ZB is another one. I haven't done the research. Let me know. I'm looking at it. And then you got your smart contract platforms. Of course, your Ethereum. I'm telling you, Ether's here to stay because of the DeFi. EOS, there's going to be DeFi, and there is already DeFi being built and other dApps. And then Tezos, it's one of the top performers today. Don't sleep on Tezos. It's been kabooming. Of course, we mentioned Tron, and then, they list Cardano. Cardano. If Cardano can actually do something, I would expect its price to go up, but, And then the last category that they're focusing on is these privacy coins. I mean, how many times have I mentioned Monero? They also mentioned Zcash, KMD, which is what is that, Komodo? Yeah, Komodo. That one's ranked number 70. And they also mentioned Verge and Zencash. And those are the privacy tokens. There's other privacy tokens. I would, probably mention Dash there as well, which has performed pretty good in the past month. But don't sleep on these coins. So if you want to prospect on altcoins, look at this report and, do your own research. The report keeps going. Smart contract platforms year to date. Of course, ETH has done well. You can see others. Exchange tokens. But what I took out of this is this FTT token. It's still down here. Maybe it has room for growth. Let me know what you think. Privacy tokens, their year-to-date performance. Of course, Monero's up. Verge is down 42%. The only privacy tokens that are really up are Monero and Zen. So here's a bonus insight. It seemed that the exchange token category is the black horse of 2019 that few people might have been aware of or watching closely. Not only are the top 5 exchange tokens less viewed than the top 5 privacy coins, but they are also almost 5 times less viewed than the other top 5 smart contract platforms. Wow, that's a nice insight. So yeah, I mean, shout out to Derek. I mean, we've been talking about this, and I think the one that's been really most adamant about exchange is definitely Derek, and I've been agreeing. We've had Binance in our portfolios, and Huobi, and guys, FTT is one that I'm really focusing on. CryptoZilla says, Champ saw today that Mimblewimble airdrop coin MWC is on Hotbit trading for over $9 a coin. Okay, all right. I didn't get the Mimblewimble coin or sign up for the airdrop because, is it really worth risking a Bitcoin? And I'm sure it's legit or anything. I just didn't go through the, I didn't have time to vet the whole thing. But, the way I looked at it, was it really worth risking one Bitcoin to earn $9? You know what I mean? Because that's really the bottom line is like you would get, if it's, for every Bitcoin you had, or even if it was 2 to 1, to me, it's really not worth taking the risk. I like that the monthly is oversold on my indication, says Niagara. Okay, guys. So check out, check out this report. According to CoinMarketCap 2019, it has some good insights. In short, crypto markets in 2019 can be summarized as a year with 2 distinct halves coming out of the bear market in Q4 2018. Okay, further crypto market insights based on CoinMarketCap web traffic. Generation X crypto users are growing in proportion. It's a pretty good report. More Asian countries ranked among top user geographies. You can see which countries. The 4th and 5th place for most viewed crypto asset pages change hands quite regularly. Again, we've repeated that. Chainlink, Tron, BitTorrent, Litecoin, and VeChain. Those are the most viewed crypto assets of 2019. So, go ahead and then review the report. It has some good insights. Shout out to CoinMarketCap. I like this report. Interesting. CryptoZilla says, Champ saw today Mimblewimble. Yeah, you just said that. It was completely legit and no KYC. Yeah, I was looking into it, but then you had to consolidate your Bitcoin and then, prove that you, with the address, write a memo. And apparently it was legit. I just didn't go through all the hassle. In my mind, I was like, am I going to go through all this to make sure and this and that to just make, maybe $5, $10, $9 a coin? I wasn't going to risk a Bitcoin. But you're right. It ended up being legit. Derek says, I don't say this coin is going to pump. I say this coin is going to generate profits or has users. Yeah, and that's why I was looking at CRO, and I've mentioned this before. This is another token that looks like it's going to be generating revenue at least. There's a difference between profit and revenue, but cash flow is important. The cash needs to flow through the register. Now, if the company's actually profitable, that's a whole nother thing. But you want that good flow of cash, and it seems like this coin has a cash flow generating model. Now, how much I don't know, but like right now, who doesn't have cash flow right now, it appears like, is Cardano. Like nothing's really happening. There's nothing flowing there. Now there's development, there's testing, and there's, peer review or whatnot. But are they generating any rev? Probably not. Crypto.com coin seems to be, though. This is a service that allows businesses to accept crypto. There's their chart. That's another one that I was looking at. This one's a staker as well. I think you need like a minimum of like 1,000 coins or 10,000 coins to create a node. So yeah, that's a good insight over there from CoinMarketCap, that most people are looking at those other coins, but the exchange tokens are still very underviewed is what they're saying. The Huobi. So you got Leo's one. You got Huobi. So Leo number 19, Huobi. Don't sleep on Hedge Trade. Let's see Hedge Trade. This seems like another exchange platform. Working on Ethereum, I believe. Revolutionizing social trading using blockchain tech. Yeah, that doesn't tell me anything. Let me see. Predictions you can trust. I'm not going to play the whole video, but I'm going to do the research on this one. If you guys want to tune in or someone else want to check this one out, but this one keeps sticking out at me. That gave 40... CryptoZilla said, yeah, these guys I helped had a little more than one coin. that gave 40 some per one Bitcoin. Okay. Yeah, with some of these, some people call them crypto dividends, or these crypto airdrops, these Bitcoin airdrops. It's good. Most of them are legit. I just don't, for the most part, I don't chase them. If there's a way to claim them after they've been vetted, then I'll go back. Like BCH, for instance, like when the hard fork occurred, like I didn't set it all up or anything like that. I waited around, and before you know it, Exodus, or was it another platform, they provided a way to just claim your coins. I think the same happened with like even Satoshi Vision, I believe. Was it Coinbase? Yeah, they did the same, right? Drop a comment here in the chat box. I got the link provided there to that article, this CoinMarketCap article, crypto according to CMC. I think it's insightful. I'll take a few more comments and questions. The market's kind of trading sideways. Our next video, if it's not today, tomorrow, assuming that we're still trading sideways and there's no major moves. My intent is to create a portfolio with you guys. So keep doing your research and let me know. Champ, are you speculating on Hex? No, I'm not interested in that coin. Definitely some of the coins mentioned here on this report, specifically FTT right now. That's what I'm looking at this platform. I'm seeing more people get into the derivatives trading and the futures and stuff like that. And this stuff is dangerous, but leverage trading can reap more rewards. And I expect these exchanges to make some revenue. So let's see. There's no other comments and questions. I'm going to go ahead and start tuning down. Zilla says, back in 2017, we were doing free airdrops like crazy. Only a few would amount to anything. So it's impressive to see a free airdrop that has a decent value. Absolutely. That's actually more than I expected for an airdrop, to be like $10 or $11. Usually it's like a few cents or $1 or something. So yeah, you're right, Zilla. Double X is here with the shade. Shout out to you. All right, guys, I'm going to tune down. Shout out to the boomers. Check out the link to the report in the chat box. Thank you, Rafterman. He just dropped me $2 here in the fourth quarter. 2 seconds on the clock. Thank you so much, Rafterman. Drop a couple bills for you. I appreciate you.